hey Chocobo.
עכשיו כשאפשר לדבר...
God damn it, I want to put on a song but fucking YouTube with its ads. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Oh, thank you Chocobo for the first bump. And I see we got visual now. So everything should be in order. God damn it. Anyway. So how's everybody doing today? Does anybody even left here except Chocobo? What about Jinbri? What about Lucas? What about Alex? What about... who else was here? Snowfax was here. Everybody left to play some whatchamacallit? To play some Tetris? Oh, it's actually been a long time since we streamed Tetris. Oh hey, Rapture too. Oh, and CNB, that's right. And Alex. Awesome. Deadly Premonition Let's Play. That was awesome. Never heard of that. Oh, I should check that out, I guess, if it was that awesome. Anyway, so I think we're ready. Everybody's in here. Okay, awesome, quarter circle. So, please bump the thread if you can. I posted the link. And that's it. So let's, where were we last time? I can't remember. Let's see. Let's load from the save point. Ah, this fucker, god damn it. Did I crack open his shit? No, I think we were just about to use the Magatama. Sort of game you'd love if you enjoyed. Oh, I love Twin Peaks. I should definitely check that shit out. I've been here in a few days. Oh, I see. But it's okay, I usually like stop right before I need to do something obvious, like here. Probably need to do the Magatama. Take that! Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. When the world went on at this circus.
Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there. Some juicy hamburgers. Let's eat instead.
Fortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? And now we know already that it was Leon the Lion. It's actually a cute name for a lion. Take that! I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a performance, right?
What?
Oh yeah.
I told them so many times. You shouldn't be doing dangerous performances like that.
Putting their head inside Leon's mouth was part of an act?
But Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He could never say no to her.
Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head?
Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything.
You promised?
He's involved in this too.
He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person that you promised you wouldn't say anything? And that must be... the Indian dude, Acro, right? You guys agree with me on this, right? Because I'm not 100% sure, but it like makes sense. So I'm gonna go with that in worst case. So Max Galactica has been bit or at least dropped on the head. Really? I think Acro was. That's how he lost his legs. It's cool to break the fragile locks on a clown psyche. missed too many to know. Okay, well, we can restart. Worst case scenario. Let's try this. Besides, he wouldn't promise anything to Max Galactica because he hates him. Oh, I see. Okay. Zoom. Lucas. Anyway. Take that! Must have been Acro, right?
How'd you know?
Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the Ringmaster.
No way.
I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. Oh, hey, Anon 7670.
I'm sorry, Acro.
Oh, yeah. You fucking did it. Awesome, good job. Oh, fucking A, I got regenerated. Finally.
It's just like you said, you know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it would have probably been better if he had.
What? How would that have been better?
He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lay in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do.
I see. How's he related to Acro?
He's his brother.
What the fuck? First of all, Acro didn't say any. No one said anything about a fucking brother. Second of all, why did that retard brother put his head in the fucking lion's mouth? Obviously, no one. Before Phoenix wakes up, totally. Also, like, what the fuck? Why would anyone who's not an animal tamer put his head inside a fucking lion and expect everything to be just peachy? To impress Regina? Well, he's a faggot. You know what? He's a faggot, and he deserves it. He was suicidal? Well, he's still an idiot. Because obviously that wasn't enough to kill him. Huh?
The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother? No, we haven't gone over that, actually.
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down at the same time.
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall.
Ew, he fell in love with his stepsister? Or, no, she's adoptive sister? I'm not sure. You're dingling. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina.
6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why did you do that?
I don't know, but that's what caused the accident.
Well, apparently he had some brain damage before the actual accident.
I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling.
Oh my god, that is fucking badass. That is badass. That cool lion, why is he dead? You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin.
lion is badass. I fucking love that lion.
No way! That's impossible!
A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened? Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, 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 shaka.
There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self.
Achoo! Achoo! Nice! What a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana. That's basic clanmanship. Really, I know you gotta understand that. Nick! I think I'd make a good clown! Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. The Bat? From my point of view, those two always looked so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh?
Whatever. You know what really happened? What I bet really happened? Like, Bat was fucking around with a pepper, and the lion just sneezed, and then he shut his mouth, not because he wanted to eat his head. So that kid's fucking retarded, and he deserves to be a vegetable to the rest of his days. And that's the truth. Clown is Carrot Top. Maybe Carrot Top's brother. Anyway, so now we can do this shit. Big Top. You know what? Just for the sake of it, let's. Do I have Bat's profile? Yeah, I do. Let's try and see what she's got to say about him. Just to see. What do you think about this person? Oh, it's the same. Okay, so she denies relation to him for some reason. Anyway. Quick and dick. Anyway. Let's go. Where do I want to go? Oh, right, circus entrance. And to the lodging house, and now I can break that dude's locks. Acro's room. Oh, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say, I'll be back. Wait, was that someone else?
I'm back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Okay, let's save first, just in case. What the fuck is a Yuna? Let's see. Present with that Magatama bullshit. bondage now. She's kinda cute for an Asian, actually. Kinda. I also, no, now I feel like the more I look, the more I feel like slapping her face. So she's not that cute anymore. She was cute for like 3 seconds. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry. I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? What? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to show him? Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? What the fuck should I present? Like his brother or the lion or what? Or the paper? No, it can't be the paper. Maybe the brother. Leon or his brother? I guess I can try the brother. It makes more sense than Leon because Leon just I think he just hit his brother, not him. Unless they fought afterwards. Let's try this. I have a lion in my briefcase because I can. Obviously. Wouldn't you carry around a lion in your briefcase if you could? Anyway. Take that! Alright, Acro, just tell me the truth. Do you mind if I ask you a question first? What do you want to know? Do you really think I could get an injury like this from something like that? Oh, I see, I need to put in the cause for the injury. Okay. If that's how you handle yourself, I suggest a net. If you ever try the tightrope. He's right, he slipped up just now. I've got to rethink things. Okay. Okay, so let's try the lion, I guess. Take that! Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I am an acrobat. I am no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. I'm not sure if attack is the best word to be using. You must have battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. There we go. Now we present the brother. Take that! Bad. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. What's up with the chains? He's just... we're into bondage now. And that's basically it. Alright, when to go? Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue.
Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down at the same time.
Alright, did say that. Yeah, help Raptor Turkey. Don't be faggots. Help the group effort. Cut down at the same time. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up wrapped up in the same accident together, like always.
I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault.
Still haven't broken Acro's psych lock. You must have incredibly deep-seated secrets. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe something you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. I'm guessing Regina? Let's try this. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try Regina. Take that!
Regina.
You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel.
Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes.
You know, her tiger tried to attack me.
Regent tried to attack you?
Twice.
He wasn't serious, I am sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then.
But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it.
What? What are you talking about?
Oh, maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe he'll... Here's proof that you had it in for Regina all along. I'm guessing the note. Just try to say the word attack, she comes and starts fighting. Okay. Let's try this. Take that!
This? Where did you get it?
Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it?
That is right. Well done, Mr. Wright.
Finally, the bondage has been lifted. And we're back to full health. Awesome.
My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother Bat had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
Nigga didn't even get his date in the end. Oh my god, what a fucking loser. That's insane! Did he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid too. And that lion was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick.
In the hospital? Yeah, it was his plan all along, probably. Gina Wheeler's hospital bed to go see Madagascar. Yeah, too bad he didn't know it was happening. But it was actually his plan all along to get in a coma so she will tend him, and she'll be forced to be his girlfriend forever.
Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing.
And that's when the accident happened? She should have picked a movie that didn't star a lion. What? The shaker is the biggest clue in this episode? We already figured it out. Like, he was probably fucking around with the shaker and the lion sneezed. And when he sneezed, he shut his mouth down, which makes the vegetable a double fucking idiot. A triple motherfucking idiot. Poor Bat!
Leon jumped down. I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that is how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He is still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I am still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that is the reason why I keep going.
He's just like into... what's the word? Bestiality. Sweegin 2112. Whatever.
Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this.
What is it? These birds keep treating me like a tree. It makes no sense why I'm planted in this chair. Oh my god. What is it?
This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I get it.
Gross! It's covered in blood!
This scarf was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident.
Okay, it all makes sense now.
When he did it, he looked like he was smiling.
He?
Leon, obviously.
What?
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick!
I know, Mo said the same thing.
What you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Von Karma. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
But the scarf is evidence at the trial!
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Akko. Preparations? I've served a summons on Akko to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Akko will talk more at the prosecutor's office.
Macro, a witness?
Come, Akko, let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, full of confidence. You must have found something you could use.
This is all beginning to come together now. Dude, it came together like ages ago. Sounds like that one Nazi who gets his face melted for the first Indiana Jones movie. Okay, so let's keep on going now. We still got an hour and 15 minutes. That might be enough. I doubt it though.
Good morning, Max. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties.
You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. Tee.
Oh, right, I'm busy.
Tee. Arr, don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
Regina! How fabulous! My sweetie pie, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today?
Yar, of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end.
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't...
Was she a pirate? The viewers chose that she would be a pirate. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it's been looking like it's time to raise the sails. I'll see ye later. Today, I'm just a member of the audience.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. Ye be the best.
Yeah, what Lucas says.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go?
Mo.
Top of the morning to ya, Governor.
Top of the morning.
That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Oh my. Thank you.
So how are you today, Wright?
Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real criminal.
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line. Literally. He's got guts to spare you.
I'll get some milk in a glass and eat some cinnamon toast crunch. Good luck with that, Chocobo. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
What are you going to do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do with our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyway, I wanted to make sure Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
My MGS playthrough was boss. That wasn't me, knowledge, but thanks anyway.
Yes, that's why I brought her here to call today.
What's that supposed to mean?
She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
Smash! The court is now in session in the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this?
I have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness.
Only in the beginning of the trial, Dipsum. Yeah, Lucas.
One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Smash! Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. One explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene on mine orders.
Poor toast.
Smash! Very well, please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
Name und occupation.
Good evening, but everyone calls me Acro. I am employed as an acrobat at the Bering Big Circus.
Where were you at the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near this crime scene.
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. Yeah, Jinri, that's... My German accent is getting better, really? Awesome. I'm still trying to like juggle between a German accent and a girly voice, but that doesn't really work. Anyway, needs more W's to V's? You mean transfer more W's to V's? I'll try that. She's probably also underage. She's both... So it doesn't sound more like French. I know how to do a French accent, and that's not a French accent. Wait, but the Z are getting better? Anyway. Generally that's because there aren't really 30 people here. Most of them are AFK. It was just after 8 PM and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that we looked who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the night sky that night. Hold it! Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice, but by a foolish fool who wishes to fill the foolish fool of a fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Herr Phoenixite. Just like your old friend, Herr Miles Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings?
There's no way that actually happened!
Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Okay, I guess we'll press everything. Hold it! You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That is correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It is so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
I never really thought of that. I guess that means I am off to buy some curtains. What's the fun in this guy's name? His name is Acro, his brother's name is Bat, and they're both acrobats. But
Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Go!
The witness will proceed with his testimony.
hold it! Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. You said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. Maybe something was contradictory with what he just said. I'm not sure. I guess there is something if the game gives me an option. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection! If there is a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
Actually, no, I don't. I didn't pay attention at all to what he just said. Anybody please help me? Need to think outside the box. Wooden box? What? I didn't even pay attention to what he said, so someone please help me. That'd be one of those things where you had to press something else first. What's the claim? I don't remember. I don't remember. The badge? No, it can't be the badge, the fields. What he says again, I don't know, I'm doing the voices, you guys need to pay attention. When in doubt, present the map. That's actually not a bad idea. Is this the map? I don't know, I guess I could try that. Well, I got the map. No, that can't be it. Okay, let's try the map. I guess it's as good a guess as any. Take that!
This? Where in the world is this? Yo!
You just don't get it, do you, half Phoenix sight?
What don't I get?
You're not going to be able to get through this with one of your usual plus 14. Your client looks to be ready to take off once again, straight towards a guilty verdict.
You were bluffing? I will not forgive any more mockeries made of this court.
Whoops. Witness, would you mind repeating your testimony?
Certainly.
Oh, it was the end of the testimony, I see. You heard a thump. You saw someone flying right by his window. Oh no, we didn't press everything. He said that he was sleeping 3 floors up and heard the well, there's no contradiction there. I mean, I can't say that he didn't hear the noise when his room is 3 floors above. Yeah, at least we didn't get penalized. Thank God for that. Let's see. I think I didn't press this. Wait, I'll show that soon. Hold it! Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible.
vase with her Phoenix Wright. Testify to the court, to the truth, and only the truth. Just as if we were there with you that night.
I believe it was a human.
To strengthen this testimony. What if Acro's statement jives with the facts? Not really, not straight up.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction. Should tread lightly.
Okay, let's risk this too.
Hold it! The statue? Well, Max won a statue in like a big competition once. There's like he won the trophy and a bust statue, which is this. Now my suspicion is that this, like someone wrapped a cloak around it or something, and then pushed it up with a rope or something, and that's how he levitated. And the bust is also the what was used to hit him in the head. That's my idea. Oh, Max's tits. Oh, I see. My bad. The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That is true. I was going to bed after all.
So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window.
The safety lights lit things up up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I could not see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I am convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
More impressed than the less results I seem to get. There was something fishy about his latest bit of testimony. Not really. The same again. I don't see anything like that that doesn't work so far. Hold it! When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? Objection! That is not important. Objection! I believe that the prosecution is not a bit of a maintenance on the witness's memory.
Just to make sure, let's ask the witness.
No!
Objection.
Sustained.
Don't sustain that!
Necro must be lying about things, huh?
Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court.
Well, put the bill to the mill, Nick.
And we're back to the beginning. Okay, so something here doesn't make sense, but I'm not sure what. After 10 PM, I was resting in my bed. Heard a thump noise from outside the window. Makes sense. He saw someone flying right by his window. It's Max Galactica. Only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. He thought he was dreaming. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm pressing this part where he's talking about a mannequin and an action figure, and then I show the bust. Could that be it? Lucas, you got it? In relation to when the crime occurred, did Acro see Galactica? No, it's legit. Like the coroner's report says that that he died on 10:15. He says it was around 10, so it's close enough to actually pass, to be plausible. Let's show the bust. Okay, I'll try that. I think it was over here. Heard the thump, then you saw the shadow, so that's legit. Like, no, it's. Oh, when did Acro see Galactica? He said there. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Anyway, he said he first heard the thump, then he saw Galactica. So it makes sense that he would supposedly murder him, then fly away. Sure, was a human being, mannequin. Okay, I think here I'll try. What did you find at the scene? Oh, right. He said he saw. Oh, you're right, Lucas. He said he saw the hat, but the hat was found at the scene. You're right. You're right. Okay, so no, it's no contradiction here. Okay, so where was it that he said he saw the signs? Exactica, sound from behind, but that's who it looked like. No, it's this one, I think. Hold it. Turned off. Human fly through the window. City lights lit things up enough for me to see. Sleep, past silhouette, person's back. Any of the other symbols. And clearly saw the silk hat. Okay, so I think there's a contradiction here because we found the hat at the scene of the crime. I want to shut it off at some point of the game. Karma was online with all the full stock. I know, right, HQ? Well, what can you do? Okay, yeah, contradiction. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given. Objection!
If there is a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of contradiction?
Oh, yes I do. Silk hat. Here we go. Take that! You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state I am in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me.
That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene.
That is the ringmaster's hat, right?
Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Smash! Order!
Objection! Like always, someone has to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit pre-jury in this court today?
There's a grudge against Max. Acro was dreaming. Acro was the real culprit. I'm not sure, actually. He has a grudge. I don't think he has a grudge against Max. Maybe he was dreaming? Per-jury, not pre-jury? What? What? Okay, did I say pre-jury at some point? Oh, perjury! Oh, I see. Right. Anyway, said earlier the thing is the culprit. Yeah, but I don't know if this is the right time to present it. I guess I could try it. It's a stretch, though. Okay. And Phoenix did say that he was gonna stand off against the real culprit today, so let's try it. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
On this occasion...
Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Smash! Mr. Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor.
Ha.
I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to remember how to try and grab at an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the books.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary.
He is staying rather calm and collected. Fucking bird, get the fuck away from me!
Mr. Jingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation?
I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I cannot even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things.
See, even a silver of common sense makes it clear to the accusation is ludicrous.
She's right. Way to pick up under this disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head.
See that, huh? Phoenix, right?
Typo? Yeah, I thought so. I thought it was a sliver. Whatever.
If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that is how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Akro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Akro had an accomplice.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Yeah, he did. It was the monkey. Of course he did. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices.
You don't say.
Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well.
Don't tell me you think you're gonna get off easy.
What?
You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes.
Well, the monkey isn't this his monkey though? I thought the monkey was his. They live in the same room, so like, why not? I thought it was his own.
Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well, let's continue. Who, perchance, would happen to be Acro's accomplice?
I say it's money. Does anyone have a better idea? Max? Bust? Really? I should show the bust? Not yet? Yeah, I thought so. The bust can be an accomplice. A monkey, though, can be. It's a bit weird, but this whole case is weird. No, the bust, I don't... The bust is like the murder tool or something. I don't think it can be an accomplice. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna try the monkey. But the line is dead, Alex. Let's try Money the Monkey. Take that!
You don't say!
Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very, very bad.
Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy.
Yeah, I should have saved.
What? Oh, the Did you hear that?
Hear what? Wait, we did this.
What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation.
Foundation.
Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice?
Oh shit, I don't really. I actually do not have any proof at all. I kinda overstepped my shit. Yeah, there is a video game about lying and implying. No, HQ, it's not spoiling. We already found out what happened to Acro's brother. That he bit off his head. Should I just say I'm a lawyer? Go next page. Let's see. We got the pepper. We got... the statue isn't shiny. The badge was taken by the monkey at one stage. Yeah, it was, but how will that help me though? He had no accomplices, he did it by himself? Really? Oh damn it, why were you here? Why weren't you here earlier, Chocobo? Let me go with I'm a liar, damn it. Box is shiny, yes monkey, shiny. So what? Badge, box isn't shiny. Not really. Come on guys, help me. So the badge? And show they like shiny shit? Or something? I better save. Can I even save? I don't think I can save right now. No, I can't save. Fucking present Acro? What would that help me? Presenting Acro. Proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Present the monkey again? Why? That must not be the right thing. Come on guys, get your story straight. Did he have an accomplice or not? This is now a boss tree. HQ, you said you played this. Come on, it's already a trap. You aren't getting out. Oh, I'm already fucked. I see. No accomplice, really? Oh god damn it! So I did fall into a trap. I was sure the monkey helped him. I was sure from the beginning. Well, how did you do it? I'm fucked. Okay, let's try the cafeteria. The bust anyway. Take that!
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power.
You didn't miss that sound, did you, Herr Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty.
What are you doing, Nick?
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
I guess he didn't.
Now then, this must be when we get to the name of this mystery accomplice.
What, at first he did again? Oh, okay. Not this time, Von Karma.
Was?
You're not going to sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself.
Smash, smash, smash! Order, order! What are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick!
Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. Have to show how Acro murdered Rustleberry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
Gotta make my ass sound hotter. I have a very limited number of female voices I can do. HQ, so that's just... kind of what you'd say, gavel, 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 instead of smash, smash, smash. I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
Alright, let's do it!
Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, where exactly was Mr. Dingling?
I think it was in his room. And he used the wire to use the bust and shit. What? 3F? Yeah, 3rd floor, right? His room. That's what I thought. Okay. Take that! Was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room.
Pretty simple, huh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. There's only one answer to that. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster.
What? Are you nuts?
What say you, Mr. Dingling?
It is an interesting theory.
That's it.
Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that is it.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
as the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point.
It seems you've forgotten once again, Herr Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime.
That's true! Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly.
Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright?
What is it?
I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously could not wear Max's costume.
How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick! If you mess up here!
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he killed the ringmaster while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
I'll show the bust now, I think. I'll present evidence, show the bust. I'm going to present some evidence.
So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
And obviously he used the bust. Take that!
What's that? A picture?
It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture.
The bust?
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a 3rd-story window.
Ah!
See? This is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximum Galactica's ample bust.
Smash, smash, smash! Order, order! So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster?
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection! How could you possibly fill a wheelchair with something so heavy? It is impossible.
Objection! Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Smash! Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well,
Acro's at a loss for words!
I know, Queer, but I'm just like I can do either a German accent or a girly voice. I can't mix the both apparently. So that's what I got. That's what you get here. He should be. Knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro. You can. Ow! I'm not sure what I say if ever you have fixed sight. What? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
Testimony, you say?
For karma. He's just using this testimony as a rouse to stall for time. Or a ruse. Was it rouse or ruse? I'm not sure. Objection! There's absolutely no need for such testimony. Objection! The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
Smash! The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request an expert testimony.
The witness will have no problem. However, pronounced ruse? Thought so, okay. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you.
That woman will sink to any low to win a case.
I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There is no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
Well, maybe he threw the box outside first and he knew that he would check it out. And then he knew where to throw the shit.
I have no doubts in regards to the witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and carry it over to the window. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. I can't let it get to me. I've got to focus. Hold it! Have you ever lifted up the bust before?
No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own two hands.
If you threw a box from a 3-story window, wouldn't it tumble streamer? Look at the picture. Skip all this, go to the one where you said you didn't know where. Okay, HQ.
But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this.
Money? This crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before.
Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling.
And yeah, HQ, I think like it's more enjoyable for people to watch me figure it out. I mean, that's what I've been told. Anyway. Exactly what Lucas says. Okay, what was it? Okay, I think it was here. Hold it! What do you say would be impossible?
Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I could not see out below the window. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head.
Well, I suppose you've got a point.
Hey, Nick!
Huh?
What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust.
That does make sense. If I could prove somehow
That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down.
I think I've already explained things sufficiently.
Okay, let me try and present the box and see what happens. Hold objection! Acro. You didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you?
What are you driving at, Mr. Wright?
You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Objection! Your silly hinting at things is pointless. Herr Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job at hinting.
Yes, yes, yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box.
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over?
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
You mean?
If the busts were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box,
There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
Really?
Smash, smash, smash! Order, order, order! This is unbelievable!
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now we just gotta keep going. There's only one way to go from here. Forward.
Smash! So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
That was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Yo! Allow me to whip some sense into you. Herr Phoenix Wright! Ow! 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 The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Just specially made. Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. I'm not sure. What was it again? Let me check. Not sure where this 20-pound box. It was locked by a small key. Didn't the monkey help him though? I thought so, but apparently he didn't. What was so special? The size, the weight, or the contents? Well, the contents were peculiar. But does that have anything to do with it? I'm gonna try the contents because I'm on a roll. The weight? Okay, let's try the weight. It's 20 pounds heavy. I know I don't use... That's heavy for a small box? Okay, I see. Because I don't use I use the metric system, so... Or the kilo system, whatever. The box has a remarkable weight.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to lift up this wooden box would have required...
Oh, I see! One had to squat down, then lift it up with her body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
What, implying what you just said makes absolutely no sense. That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool!
Does she even bother to listen to me anymore?
I've heard what you've had to say.
Huh?
I must admit, I am shocked at your imaginative skills.
Oh, it's pretty heavy for a box, yeah.
Did you drop it? Did you drop the bust onto the ringmaster?
What are you talking about? Even if I had wanted to do such a thing, I could not.
Hey, Jukinu. What?
Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of this bust?
I remember. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
That means...
You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room?
You say how Phoenix Wright explains that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Tell us exactly how the witness could have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Try pausing and unpausing, and if it's still working, I'll try to lower the frame rate or whatever. Or dropping the resolution or whatever. Yeah, exactly, so I think it's still the monkey. Anyway, yep, we definitely have a problem here. This is no place to get perplexed. Try to get my wits about me and prove how things happen once and for all. Also, he said himself that money picked it up. That money took it. And that's the only explanation.
Alright, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room?
I'm saying it was money. Hey, Meefer. Take that!
A monkey?
Everyone knows money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
For instance, he stole the ventriloquist's ring.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home.
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
Objection! But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Objection! Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Oh, hey, Kremenov. Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'll be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room.
If he was not able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Smash, smash, smash! Order, order! I said order! Miss Von Karma! Where is the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a strange turn of events. If that monkey did not steal the bust, then what happens to this case?
Well, in that event, something else must have been used as the murder weapon.
Or maybe this bus was the murder weapon, but it was used by accident.
That's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer.
Mon! Smash, smash, smash! Mr. Wright's argument was so circular I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that.
Yo! Don't be so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Herr Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Ah! There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime.
Oh, Lucas, look in our forum. There's in the guide section. There's a program for auto bumping, which is really awesome and much easier, much more comfortable. So just check the forums.
One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this, and only this, Herr Phoenix Wright. The clown saw the murderer. Who was it then?
Obviously, it was the bust. Gonna try that.
Take that!
You saw Max's
No! I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with that question.
Objection! Au contraire, mon frère. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Bo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw.
Smash, smash, smash! How is that possible?
It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
Objection! What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw just happened to be wearing a cloak.
Objection! There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. Or a cloak like that could easily get snagged on the bust if they came into contact.
Idiot! Who in the right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
Doesn't matter who put it on the bust.
Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? The question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree?
Oh, he caught me.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
I'm saying it was Acro too.
Take that!
I wonder, Herr Phoenix Wright.
Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get hold of a cloak?
Well,
Furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? because this person was not spotted at the scene. I'm sorry. God damn it! The wind did it? She's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts even more. Ow! The famous von Karma, carrot und whip approach.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
So what? How am I supposed to show the wind? Yeah, I'm supposed to show like Russell? That Russell did it? Okay, let's try this. Take that!
Fool! Shim?
You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Beery?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, the victim himself placed the cloak on the bust.
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it.
Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself!
Nick, do you really have a handle on all this?
And fine, Maya. I'm really putting all the pieces together. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really one picture I can paint, anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant the bust hit the victim,
You wait just a second there, Phoenix Wright.
as much as you try.
As much as you scheme, this just isn't true! It can't be!
Still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. This circus isn't over yet.
Eh?
With the shock of the impact, it threw up the cloak and got snagged onto the bust. That's when the sound was heard by a witness, and he took a look out of his window. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out of his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling off the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with a cloak dangling on it. Primarily because, in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out of his window. So he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappeared into the disappearing into the sky came to be. Now you know how the murder actually took place. And now you know who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the scene. Acro, it could only have been you.
Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. And he has come to the end of his rope now. So? What now?
You've graced us with a rather long, winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Mash! Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
Just explain how there can be only one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, just let's get out of this jam.
Smash! That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
Let's see. I'm not really sure. I think it would be, like, a good thing would be the seasoning bottle inside the box. Which ideally, I guess, like, he would open, see the pepper, and that's like blah 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 blah. Hard proof in my pants. I think it was like the pepper, because that kind of ties it in, because the pepper was the reason not saving anymore. I'm not sure I can save at this point. I can't. So I can try and save state, but that is not supposed to work. Find Karma's bust. It's not that a large bust though. Pepper bottle, you think so? I think it is, because if it was found inside, and it ties with his brother's death, or maybe the paper. Wait, let me check it again. I've forgotten what happened 6 months ago. Have you conclusive evidence of what took place? Meet me at 10 PM tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. The note could also be like a big clue. I think I'll try the note. Because if we know that it came from him, then we have time to extend. Yeah, because we're right at the climax and towards the end, I hope, of this case, I'll extend. It's the one thing each witness thinks they saw, that you can prove they didn't. Max? Everyone thought they saw Max. Chocobo says bottle. This guy's taking forever, I know, Joe. Anyway, well, they all thought they saw the 3 signs. Well, no, actually, Mo said he didn't. He said he saw just 2. He said he saw the hat and the cape, but not the roses. So that kind of makes sense. Goddamn, what do you guys think? One specific sign. The hat, the cape. The platinum cards? Okay. How does that help me though? You didn't see white? Okay. The roses? Well, he said he didn't see the roses. Oh, that could catch the cape. That's kinda true. But then just, no, dude, look at it. I can't afford to, like, do it again. Okay. Okay, let's try the bust. I guess. Again. You didn't see roses and the cards at the same level? Well, they are sort of, they're bigger though. He said it's the note. It's not the bust. And it's not the note. No, or it is the note, or is it the note? Maybe it's the poster? Send the line to the fucking judge. No, I think I'll be done with half an hour. Okay, this is like starting in half an hour. I think there's time for that. I forget. I think I can finish it until then. Which sign have you had to show at least two witnesses? The hat. So what does the hat prove here? Oh, right. Then he saw the hat was found, but also, so that's the contradiction. Okay, that's the contradiction. I think I got it. Because the hat fell, but it was on the, but there was also a hat, and he saw the hat rising. So that's how it ties it up. Let's try this. Take that! The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool! Do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust.
Smash! Makes sense if you look at it that way. Then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Objection!
Fine, it's one. But what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? Said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one.
Can you do it, Nick?
Of course, I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Ah! Which explains why Mo didn't see it. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Smash! Order! Order! This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick! Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel!
Well, the causing the cave to wrap inside out, what? There's no way that would happen. Ah, whatever.
Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind?
What is it?
You took the time to research our circus, did you not?
Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't?
If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track.
Why is that?
Motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to this circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster.
Smash!
Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Akro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now.
But what do we do now? There's no doubting that Akro deeply respected the ringmaster.
Acro's motive.
Smash! It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well, however, I fear this is a good place to take a break. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. Smash!
To be continued. Okay guys, I can give you a choice like this. I got another 30 minutes until Arcadis comes along. And we might be able to finish the case in 30 minutes, I don't know though. Or we can keep going for sure and finish it for sure altogether tomorrow. Instead of maybe, like, we might have to cut it off today, like right near the end, if we don't complete it in 30 minutes. But tomorrow we'll be finishing it for sure, and we'll be starting the new case. So whatever you feel like. I can finish the case in 30 minutes. Anybody else got an opinion? If you guys are sure I can do it, then no problem. Lucas, you play this game. And Chocobo too. If you guys think I can finish this in 30 minutes, then okay, but I don't want to like blue ball you right at the end or something. Do it? Okay, let's keep on going. Let me just be right back in a second. Okay. I can finish it if I'm not retarded. Well, I'm pretty retarded, that's why we learned the chat. Anyway.
I can't believe it. Acro?
It's pretty shocking, isn't it?
It definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group.
Well, I'm back already, Anon, so don't worry.
Jeebus. Unbelievable.
Ahem.
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did. My. He's just a little twerp, isn't he? Well, that's one way to put it.
Ahem.
Wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Ah! Detective Toast! Wah! Willy wah! Willy wah!
Now, detective, I'm sorry. Now, why don't you relax a little?
You've got some really tasty milk! How about a card trick, detective? Wah, wah, wah! Wah, willy wah! Now about that evidence you mentioned. What is it? Willy wah! Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Willy wah! Won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? Willy wah!
Huh?
Wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Willy wah! Von Karma always looked like she was in a pretty big hurry, though. Willy wah! Willy wah!
Final plans?
Wah! Willy 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 wah! What did he mean by that? The very last instant part.
Everything he said seems pretty cryptic to me.
Wah! Willy wah! Ah! Don't scare me like that! Willy wah! Willy wah! Huh? For me? Willy! Willy wah. Willy wah, Willy wah. An entire dairy worth of milk? For me?
I don't get that milk shit. Why does everybody bring him milk? Is that some sort of joke or something?
Smash!
No, Spantel, you're not banned. I can see whatever you're saying.
This court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings? Miss Van Karma, please continue from where you left off.
I'd like to continue with Akro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Akro would have to commit this crime. Oh, on the forum? Really? That's kind of weird. Well, you could talk to... who's on the forum? I think Albert Toast, John Penguin, and Gary. I think those guys are admins, so you can try and talk to them.
Understood. Now, Mr. Dingling.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want to answer. You don't want the answer to. Spantel, you know there's a disclaimer at the beginning of the site and shit, so just, you know, come on. Anyway.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That is when the ringmaster of the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Akro could kill the man he held in such esteem.
You're absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Akro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. Of course I'll fucking cross-examine. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Smash! Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
Okay, guess we'll press everything.
Hold it!
We?
Yes, my brother Sean and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Akro?
I was 8 years old and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we are not bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus.
Huh.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
No!
There's no crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness may proceed with his testimony.
Hold it. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster?
He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother
What about the other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile.
That's a wonderful, a beautiful story.
That is why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
Hold it! You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age?
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I have been in incredible physical shape. That is also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name.
I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar.
The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
Judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Hold it! Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster?
No! How could you ask such a thing, Phoenix Wright?
Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? Better think about this, Hal Phoenix Wright. You better think hard.
No! Ow, 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 ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor.
Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with him.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up with just looking like a jerk.
Smash! I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this witness would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that is pretty much unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
What was Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me?
Yes, well, it obviously didn't want to kill him, so I guess I'll say I can't provide one. Because he was actually trying to kill his daughter. Okay, I'm gonna try. I can't provide. You know what? Can I save? Okay, thank God. Let's keep going. Got 15 minutes. We don't see ourselves finishing it by this time, but
Nick?
yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all.
Ow!
You foolish attempt to fool us like fool. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? as saying that the target of this witness's murder plot was not the ringmaster. He did not plan to kill Russell Beery.
Was?
Smash, smash, smash! Order, order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is, smack anyone who's not in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in my court? No!
Herr Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? You're attempting to imply that Akro was trying to kill someone else.
Oh yeah, bitch.
Take that! Regina Beery?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Akro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection! You don't need to answer that. It's a mean-spirited leading question. Objection!
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh? Phoenix Wright?
Smash! Enough! Mr. Wright, allow me to... No!
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself!
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Herr Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence, now! I want to know why Akro would want to kill Regina Beery.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Akro was out to kill this younger girl.
That is obviously... right here.
Take that!
Akro, do you have any recollection of seeing this? That... It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat?
Akro wrote the note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying that he called Russell Beery with that note?
There's just one little problem.
Problem?
Akro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't Wolsey?
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Beery.
Smash, smash, smash! Order, order, order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when the father, the ringmaster, read the note.
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And it was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina.
That's incredible!
Remember the testimony that Akro gave us earlier today?
Lifting the bus and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself.
Akro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it! I've got it! Akro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bus fly.
Hey, Nick! Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is. Unfortunately, it's only going to get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Smash!
He heard the footsteps, probably. Lucas. He heard the footsteps in the snow, heard them stop, and then just threw it. That's my guess.
Akro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection! Foolish. You're full. Very well, Herr Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us all about this line. Have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Uh-huh. That's a line in the note, alright. Well, then, if the note was sent to Regina Berry, it must mean that... This note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter.
Smash, smash, smash! Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded in this note?
The incident 6 months ago. An accident occurred 6 months ago. And now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Lord. Wait, are you sure that relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so. Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note?
I know I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually, obviously, the pepper bottle.
Take that!
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
What kind of spicy joke is this? Oh, Phoenix Wright.
Isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discover the decisive evidence found inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion! Very well, Mr. Wright, so what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Objection! Foolish, 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 fool! If you're so sure of Phoenix Wright, then answer this question.
Who was Regina Berry's intended victim?
Take that!
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother.
Objection!
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead! Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him.
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
A lion?
Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. She wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
Smash! So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder, he is the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory! Do you think that what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
No, it was an accident. I suppose it was truly an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Herr Phoenix Wright.
It's impossible to prove Regina's involvement in a murder attempt, isn't it?
Ha! Instigating a lion to attack. Whoever's heard of something like that? And to think that the defense claimed this was conclusive evidence.
bottle of pepper. A lion. It's a connection. Ah!
What's the matter, Nick?
I figured it out! Wow, it was right in front of my nose the entire time! Wait, Your Honor.
What is it?
The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
What?
You're such an amateur, Phoenix Wright. There is no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Take that!
That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bats used to wear, correct? That is right. And who is the one that gave this scarf to Bat?
Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina.
There's something more than... No, Lucas, I never use walkthroughs in any of my games. Never ever. There's something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor.
And what might that be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper. Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered it with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Fucking bird, get out of here.
Excuse me, Mr. Wright. You've done a good job of fingering a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Regina gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that?
Still seems like the judge just doesn't get it. Now, Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed, and it looked like he was smiling. Is Arcadis here? I think I should cut it because Arcadis is about to start any second. So I'm sorry guys, I warned you this would happen. I think now is a good spot as any. Before we get to another like huge revelation and shit. Okay. No? What do you mean no? Continue? Okay, as long as it's fine with you. If you want to cut in at any moment, just say so. It's totally cool. No problem with that at all. Okay, let's keep going. Thanks, Arcadis.
Lions? Smile?
Never heard of them smiling. However, lions sneeze. Leon didn't plan on biting Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper spread on the scarf.
What? You fool! You've got to be kidding me!
Objection!
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake! Herr Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really plan on to say this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot!
So it is a joke of an accident to you, huh? Once again, I am impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there is someone who treats this accident with that respect it deserves.
Are you telling me that what I said was true?
You don't mean... You can't mean... Witness?
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find you guilty of murder.
What do you mean by that?
The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but that is a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there is an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that problem be?
The same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I drop Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim?
Fucking bird.
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof, to be more precise. Murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claimed was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be. A bust.
Nick, you gotta do something!
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. I'm not sure, guys. What do you say? I'm not sure on this one. See how things work out, or request to search his room. I don't remember, like, we searched his room and the pile of shit a couple of times, and I think we would have found it if it was over there. So I would go for see how things work out first. Maybe something will work out for ourselves. 2, 1, search. I think we would have found it already, wouldn't we? I mean, we searched the pile of shit in his room. When we looked around, we didn't find anything. 1, 1, 3. Okay, more votes for 1. Let's go. Might be something to... It might be worthwhile to search Akro's room, but...
Why aren't you going to search his room?
It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of von Karma, total justice. I guess... I figured... with you, that's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. Hey, fuck me harder, please. A von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Akro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Akro would not be here as a witness. But to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. Was she carrying a whip? Because she's German. That's what German bitches do, apparently.
You see, Mr. Wright, the bust was not in my room.
Furthermore, Detective Dick Toast executed the search by complete surprise. We took Akro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this.
It looks like the coup de grace in this case was ever so sweet.
But, what about the scarf? What about the note?
What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the important evidence here is about the death of the ringmaster. I think you should remember that.
something, Nick! Don't let this case slip away! The bust! Where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You Phoenix Wright! You know where it is! I'm sure you do!
It's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
Smash! It seems as if this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support. Now, if you will please excuse me, Mr. Wright.
Smash! I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
God damn it. Hold it!
Where is Max's bust? The defense need time to prepare to present its case. Case. I'm sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Was? We time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
Well, I took a chance. Chocobo was like a general voice for everybody. But what? Is he talking to me?
There's this up to you, Nick. Good luck.
Hey, what? Wait, you can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acros lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across a round tightrope. If we don't, we're soon to lose.
Smash! Very well, the defense may proceed.
He does not have any clue, but I don't think he will be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? I'm not sure at all. And I can lose just almost all my life to this shit. Can I save? Okay, thank God. Okay, we'll save and then we'll try. It's here? Well, that will definitely be the most dramatic course of action. It's in his anal passage? Okay. It's obvious. The bust is inside this very courtroom.
It's obvious?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. What? The witness. Oh my God! It's in his wheelchair. Holy shit! Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair? I am sorry. I did not quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. Just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to me that it'd be really easy to say, hide a bust under there. Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you could laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is right under there. You'll know that you couldn't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient to Miss Von Karma when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it in
the only place that you could hide it. Under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Could you please remove the blanket from the wheelchair?
Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
You got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them.
Two of them?
Mesh Franziska von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Was?
There's just one thing I would like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night?
Huh?
There were two pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room, threw the ashes away with the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I could not throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now, to be caught in the middle of the court, hiding the murder weapon. There is no way I can escape that. So, you have got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe it! Von Karma thought that far ahead! It's amazing!
You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I should put it.
I can't believe it. I failed. Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
Okay, bye, Chocobo.
Smash! It doesn't matter now, though. It seems as if we've arrived at the truth. Acro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Beg Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I am responsible for that crime. All my brother did was what Regina to like him. That is why he teased her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you could not help yourself from laughing. That is why Regina thought it would be funny to get him back in the same way.
And that's why she covered the scarf in pepper.
I know she did not want anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just could not forgive her, no matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I am guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believed in that so purely. She would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just could not stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decide to do something about Regina.
What do you mean by that?
So you're saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that is not what I mean. I I am nothing but a murderer. That is who I am, coming out of my eyes. At first, I thought I would kill myself. Then, I pondered giving myself up. But, I could not just up and leave. I just could not. That is why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I am so sorry. I just could not up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me again.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict. Not guilty. Smash! This court is adjourned!
Fabulous! But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the ringmaster, Regina, and Bat! Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Mr. Max.
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room?
I'm just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never happy.
Yar! Roar! Roar!
She's been like this for a while now.
Yar! It's all my fault! Yar! Yar! Ha ha! Yar! Ha ha! Yar!
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro! They're never coming back! Yar! Yar! Now everyone's gonna split up! Har har har!
Regina!
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
But what do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just could not up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro... is he gonna try and get his revenge on me?
I'm not sure. Is he or is he not? I think he's not, because he said he's not gonna... Just remove the S, Kip. He said like he doesn't understand her, but then he said that he gets that she didn't want to do the 1, and on 2446 says 1. What do you guys think? And on 0719 thinks 1 too. Say yes. Save state first. Save and pick 1. Okay, let's save. Morrowind, that's a tough game to stream, Arcadis. You better be sure you can do it well. Okay, 1. I think that's his plan, but what can you do about it? You did some awfully bad things to him, Regina.
You be right. He won't ever forgive me, will he?
Yikes, looked like I struck the final blow on Regina.
Poor Regina.
Because people told me that in this emulator, in this game, save states don't work properly, so I'm not taking the chance. Okay, now let's try being the nice guys. Because we're nice guys at the end of the day. Oh god, my throat is gonna kill me. I might take a vacation tomorrow from streaming. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Yar! Ye be sure? You're really sure? Can I believe that?
Yep, Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
If that be true, then I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
Acro said that all the time to you, so I thought it might work for me too.
I'm not sure. Some proof that he is not gonna... The pepper, maybe? That he's done with his revenge? Anyone got an idea? Normally in charge of being beta. Oh yeah, that's no trouble at all. Show wrong evidence? No. It's his brother? Let's try the brother. Take that! Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
Bat!
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
He is, huh? But now that Acro's been caught, I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and then until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind.
Hey, Max.
What is it, Mom?
We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay you free and rip up the contract.
I understand. Such a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now?
Well, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. That's why I've made a decision.
What is it?
I've decided that I will take over the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen.
The best circus the world has ever seen?
Don't laugh.
Amazing.
Yay! I can't wait! Then, I guess that changes things.
Huh?
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions.
Which means this circus needs the best magician.
I think that's it. Oh yeah, why did I read more?
Which means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen.
Max.
Let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy?
I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you.
Regina, you're gonna help them too, aren't you?
Yar, I don't know. Maybe the circus would do better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the Very Big Circus bigger than it's ever been.
Yar, Mo.
Most right, sweetie pie. It can't be the Berry Big Circus without Regina Berry.
Max.
Nick!
Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus in the world has ever seen! We'll save you the most fabulous seats.
It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
I see. What made the case?
Willy wah! Willy Willy wah! Willy wah! Willy 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 wah! Willy wah!
It was just a theory. If Akko really was the killer, that this was the only way it would end. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
Willy Willy wah!
Oh, wait! I heard one voice. I know who this is. Of course. Well, detective, my plane is about to leave. Do me a favor and try not to be too harsh on Akko. Once I'll get back, I'll make a stop by the chief prosecutor's office.
Willy wah! Willy Willy wah! Willy wah!
The end. The grand return of Miles Edgeworth. So that's it, finally, after 3 hours of fucking streaming. I thought we could do this in half an hour. It took us double that, so I definitely should have stopped. Guess who's back? Back again. Edgy's back. No, Edgy is back. Tell a friend. When's the next one? Next one is tomorrow. I'll put it on the schedule. I'll start at the same hour, at the same time I started today. I'll put it on the schedule right away. Okay, so this has been an anomaly. Streaming Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Any new guys over here, please bookmark us if you enjoyed the stream, so you can come back. I stream just about almost every day. And any anons and temp names like HQ, you're cool, dude. You're really cool. Please make it a Tango account. It'll be much easier for me to remember your name that way when you come back, and it will also be more comfortable. Oh, and it'll also be much easier for me to read whatever you're saying and address it or do it, like where there are choices, or I can consult the viewers. If your text is in color, or a different size, or a different font, or shit like that, it'll be much easier. So please do that. It takes 10 seconds, because you can use a fake email. Sure, be HQ. Just make an account calling yourself HQ or something like that. Or fuck my name taken HQ, something like that. Anyway. If there's anyone over at livestream.com, please come over to ignoreourgirth.com, because only here we can read the chat and talk to you. And remember, you can also register on the forums where you can request games from me, like this game, which was requested, and that's why I'm playing it. And if you think you're funny, interesting, entertaining, and not easily offended, you should also apply to become a streamer, which is a lot of fun, I guarantee you. Again, on the forum. So that's it, guys. I had a lot of fun. I'll be back tomorrow, starting at the same time. Won't be as long, though. Might even be shorter. Because I did 3 hours today, so I might just do like an hour or an hour and a half tomorrow. We'll see. And that's it, I think. So thank you, everybody. Thank you for everyone who helped bump. Thank you for everyone who helped me with the case. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. I know I did. This ended up, it was an annoying case, but it ended up being pretty cool. So that's it. Goodbye, guys. I hope to see all of you tomorrow, and I hope you enjoyed yourself. Bye, guys.